shouting yesterday, celebrating the win.
Yeah, but you did as well. To be fair, well done you. Well done you.
It was exciting. It was fun. It was a good day, all in all, apart from the drive back down.
Yeah, how was that, by the way? Was that a bit of a killer at that time?
It was, right, because when we went down there, like when we came back down after Christmas, we took the A1, which is nice and easy, no dramas yet. Pretty cool. And I was like, all right, nice one. I'll take the A1 back up. Standard. So took the A1 back up. And just traffic, midday traffic. And I was like, nah, this is not acceptable.
What time did you leave?
Must have been around like 10 or something.
In the evening?
No, in the morning.
Oh, it's a Friday, so that's what it would have been. We should always leave in the evening, bro. Like, there's no traffic in the evenings.
I know. Well, there it is.
7, 8 o'clock, leave. Why didn't you leave Thursday evening if that was the case?
Because she was at work. She finished work Friday morning, okay. So we just set off pretty much straight away. And
she finished Friday morning. You still set off. You didn't even give the girl time to sleep and catch up on her sleep from the previous shift.
It was planned, by the way. It wasn't just like, oh, by the way, great, you finished work, but let's go now. We're going to travel 4 hours.
Sounds like that. Sounds like I finished work. Let me come home, quickly shower. Right, jump in the car. We're going north.
Well, see, that was her choice. Like, that was the choice was given. The choice was given, I'm afraid. So
and that's what we do now, ladies and gentlemen. We do not put any pressure on the women. You make your own choice. You make your own choice.
And fortunately for me, she made the same choice as I wanted. So, but it wasn't forced. It wasn't forced. It wasn't a forced choice. It was self-inflicted. But yeah, so all in all, it was just a good day, man. Good day, and obviously for you, I feel bad just to bring it up.
No, you can bring it up. I felt fine. I had other priorities, to be honest with you. A bit of worry. The little one wasn't very well, so I had to be a dad rather than a football fan.
That's fair. Yeah,
and it's a fair compromise, sure. Wasn't it? So the priority, and
sure.
I didn't really watch anything there. And then we were out, and I saw the result, and it was like, 1-0 Chelsea. I was like, all right, sweet. And then 1-1. I was like, all right, fuck. And then fuck. And that's why I messaged you as well. I said, fuck my life. And I was like, do you know what? Fuck, no, don't fuck my life. My life is pretty good.
In football terms, we know you mean football terms. Right?
Fuck my team, bro. Like, fuck my team. And currently, man, and I'm in a training course. So I'm in an unknown location, as you can see.
Yeah, of course. We don't know where it is.
Where it is, yeah.
Just standard hotel room somewhere.
The IP address.
Just some standard hotel room, that's all it is.
Yeah, some standard hotel room. And I talk, who did I meet? I met a Chelsea fan today, and he was like, I was like, bro, don't even talk to me about Chelsea now. I said, don't talk to me. I don't even want to know anything about Chelsea.
I want to take a break for the next week.
I don't even care. I was like, I didn't watch any footy this weekend, to be honest with you. I tried to watch a little bit, but I did. Even the Arsenal game, I didn't get a chance to see all of it. I saw bits of it. So I can't even comment. But good for you, though. Must-win game. Won it.
Yeah.
Got on top of it. We'll get into Chelsea because I watched a bit of highlights, but let's focus on the positive first. How are you feeling?
Definitely.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise for sure. It was unexpected. Even though I didn't think we were going to get battered or anything like that, it was just unexpected. It was a commanding victory. So, and that was more impressive as I've said before. It's the performance that matters really. I know obviously the scoreline, of course, because that's how points are decided. But I'm saying like for longevity wise, it's the performance that matters. So it was really good to see. Even though you could probably argue that Liverpool didn't have full strength, or a few players missing, a couple of players missing, but they still had a core base there. A stronger 11 anyway. It's not like they put the kids out or anything like that. So it was a majority were experienced players. So that's what made it feel a little bit nicer for that win. So we didn't just beat the kids or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But obviously, some mistakes were made from Liverpool. You probably saw match of the day. You probably saw the goal that it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but that's not your fault, is it? You forced that error. Yeah. If you didn't close that down, this is what I call the same as tennis, forced errors, and you forced that error by the pressure. I looked at that game, and one thing. Obviously, I've got a few things to say, but the main thing that I take away from that is you did to Liverpool what Liverpool did to Chelsea 4 nights ago prior to that game. You didn't let them breathe. They had the ball and could play the Liverpool way of trying to get it out the back. you just pressured them in numbers. You know, you pressured the ball, you pressured the player who could pass the ball to, you pressured the outlet. Honestly, it was incredible to watch. And the bits that I did see, I was like, yeah, fuck, Arsenal look good, which pissed me off, of course.
Of course it did. Of course it did. Yes, yeah. You were driving white knuckles all the way to your training, like these bastards.
But that's it. And you made errors, but sorry, not you. They made errors, and you made an error as well by obviously. The own goals, your class is an error, but that's unlucky. The way that happened, it was really unlucky. But no, man, you were fantastic. You were really, really good. I was expecting a bit more from Saka. The bits that I watched, maybe he was excellent. I don't know. But the little bits that I watched, I was like, because he made one pass, I think, is a bit that I caught here. He cut the ball from the right into his left foot, and then he tried to pass it to Martinelli, and he overhit it. And I was like, you can't overhit those passes. And that's, again, snips that I watched. But overall, your team were fantastic. Jorginho was amazing.
Jorginho had a great
highlights only, but Jorginho was fantastic. Havertz was fantastic.
Yes.
Your whole team was amazing, to be fair, top to bottom. And
it was Liverpool,
you're
right.
Week 38 and Jones cannot command the Liverpool midfield.
Every time I was watching them, I was thinking of you, Rick. I was like, 38 and Jones.
Did he do all right? Like, obviously.
No, he got taken off. Obviously, a bit later on in the second half, and no, he didn't really have an impact, to be honest. And Jones, exactly the same. We just shut the midfield down, and like you said earlier, it was just the constant pressure that we were putting on Liverpool, and then that's what I wanted to see, and that's what I like to see. Like, at no point did I feel, oh shit, we seem vulnerable anywhere on the field. We are very good right now, even up front with Havertz. It's Havertz at the end of the day, so I wasn't like expecting a goal or anything. But he did what he needed to do. He was there in the right places. He made them runs, and obviously the first goal came because of Havertz receiving a pass down the center. Obviously, he didn't score, which I feel like he probably should have finished that, almost one-on-one with the keeper. So, but obviously, the good thing is Saka was there. He finished the rebound, and so it was a good transition of play to get to that stage. Even though, like I said, Havertz probably should have, scored that. It's like, come on, man.
That's it. If you're being picky, like you would pick on those individual bits, he should have finished it, because any other game, that ball might have gone the opposite side, not on Saka's side.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden he's missed a 1-to-1.
Yeah,
but to be fair, it was decent. I'm surprised at Van Dijk making mistakes.
Yeah, obviously, the second goal. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Van Dijk, it's not like he had a terrific game at all. He had mistakes in him throughout the whole match, and maybe because you could say weak link in defense in Trent Alexander-Arnold. He was making runs forward, but as usual, he's not running back, and everyone had to be spaced out. Like Konate had to cover up, and Van Dijk had to cover up. So it was it wasn't just him or Alisson. It was very forced errors. Oh, we've lost Rick.
If you're anything like me, my headwear is only New Era caps. New Era is the official headwear provider for NFL, MLB, and the NBA. But New Era caps are not just headwear. They are a global brand of culture, style, and self-expression. I'm a huge fan of rap and hip-hop, and growing up, I used to watch artists sporting the New Era caps. I was mesmerized by the way they used to fit just perfectly. I remember my first ever New Era cap. It was a Blue Jays cap. I lived in Toronto, so it had to be. My favorite from my personal collection is my LA Dodgers. I have two different versions, fitted and the 940. What I love most about New Era is the quality of the product is second to none. I refuse to wear any other brand caps when New Era is available. So if you want to dress like your favorite sports stars and musicians, visit the official website neweracap.com and use the code TASHMIKE at checkout for 15% off. That's neweracap.com and use the code TASHMIKE for 15% off.
You're back now anyway, so I think you should you should finish your point. Well, there you go. You've gone again. Frozen up.
But you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
But even when I'm frozen, can you hear me when I'm frozen?
No.
Oh my god.
That's, I think you should probably finish your thought though, before it freezes up again.
To be fair, I've lost the thought now. Talking about this thing for so long, I've lost the thought. I don't even know what I was going to say. But yeah, anyway, good, well done. Commanding victory, great performance, and let's leave it on that. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great evening.
Yes.
Stay safe, stay alert. Catch you on the next one.
He's gonna smash up the Wi-Fi router right now. Just gonna storm downstairs at the reception desk. I demand better Wi-Fi.
Yeah, man. I was just like, what?
What do I pay for? I don't even want the bed. It's just the Wi-Fi.
Thing is, I'm not even paying for this.
Oh, that's even worse. Someone stitched you up.
Someone stitched me right up. But I came here to this hotel thing because they had the better Wi-Fi.
Did they advertise it as they had the best
Wi-Fi? Yeah, that's what it is. Come to the best Wi-Fi hotel. Yeah. And I was
shouldn't believe that.
Best Wi-Fi hotel.
Shouldn't believe that at all. I'm afraid they were lying to you. But we were talking about the mistakes from Liverpool, but yeah, it was all on show really. And I wanted to ask you that. I don't know if you watched it on Match of the Day or not, but like, did you think that was a penalty on from McAllister on Havertz?
Yeah, 100%. Of course, it was a penalty.
Because
100%. Because I don't know who watched that and thought, it's another time when Liverpool get away with it. It's like, why? Literally, Liverpool. Like I keep saying, Liverpool. It is completely biased towards Liverpool. It is. I'm still disappointed on the Chelsea one that we never got that Conor Gallagher one, but obviously we're over it now. I'm not, but
well, no, you're definitely not, and I wouldn't expect you to. I wouldn't expect you to be. Even though we won, I still want to harp on about that because
now
that
imagine
was a
if it was
penalty.
0-0 or you got beat 1-0. And imagine that penalty didn't get given. Imagine that, right? And you were 0-0. Let's say Liverpool were dominant, and out of the blue, you get a great shot for a pen, and that never comes. Imagine how that would feel. You don't know how it feels because it hasn't happened to you, but imagine how that would feel. The heartbreak and the anger that you would have felt at the fact that the referee was just fair enough, the ref, but somebody at VAR never picks it up.
Yeah. I mean, they've literally got the power of replay as well. They've got the power just to go back, like rewind. Like, let me just do that again.
That's literally it, bro. Like you pause in live TV. You can do that with the Skybox. Like, how can you not do it at VAR when it's like at the elite?
That's what they use it. They are using Skybox, but the Wi-Fi there. But the Wi-Fi there as well.
Maybe the Wi-Fi is like the Wi-Fi I have.
Yeah, it's fucking BT. Do you know what I mean? BT, the bastards.
But I felt literally the way to compare it to you is what you felt when Newcastle scored that goal. And the ball wasn't out.
And West Ham
scored a goal. But more Newcastle because it first happened to you. Because West Ham probably a little still angry, but the fact
we still used to. Yeah, we got used to. It's alright.
Whereas the first one? The first one? You would have been like the injustice that you would have felt and be like, what?
Yeah, anyway. It was. I'm still. That's why I cursed them. That's why I cursed them for a long time.
I don't blame you. But maybe I cursed Liverpool. No, I haven't. I don't really care.
If you did, that'd be amazing, by the way. But that's fine. That's fine if you want to help a fellow Londoner. So team, I mean, obviously.
No, I know what you mean. I can't see. I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, obviously, anything can happen. It's only 3 points, 2 points. But I can't. I think Liverpool are not going to win. I still think City, simply because Liverpool and Arsenal have got a couple of draws on them, and City from experience can go on like an unbelievable winning streak at the minute, and we'll see. But tonight they play against
Brentford.
Against Brentford. I think it's Brentford away, isn't it? So yeah,
Brentford away. Yeah,
should be a decent game, but. It'll be interesting. I'm glad Arsenal won simply because it keeps the title race wide open. Because if it didn't, it would go back to that 2-horse race: City and another team. Every year it's like City and another team. City Arsenal last year, City Liverpool the year before. It's always just City and another team. And this way, having a 3-horse race would make that battle between City and Arsenal, those games coming up, like, oh, what a great game this will be, because both teams have something to win. And. No, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what it does. Because to be fair, this is the only way I get my excitement now. Because
of course, you have to be a neutral now. Yeah, you have to be a neutral.
No, we'll talk about my team. To be fair, it's a good segue quickly into it. Did you watch it? Because I think you watched the Chelsea game, or were you partially watching it?
I watched bits of it. I watched Cole Palmer's goal, which I thought, oh, all right, okay, this could be interesting. Now I think they could probably go score a couple more, and then I just looked at my phone and it was like 3-1. And I thought, what happened in between
Where
that?
Am I?
What happened in between that? Because it just seemed like, you got the goal, you were doing all right, and it's like, all right, cool, let this carry on. But apparently you just folded like a cheap suit.
Like a cheap suit, bro. Like, I don't understand how neither, mate. Because I watched it again, highlights. Speaking from highlights only, that Cole Palmer goal was a great movement. Like Caicedo with a pass, Palmer with a run from deep. And it's basically what I've been crying out for.
By the way, the only good thing that Caicedo did all match, by the way.
I saw the highlights, bro. He was awful. How many mistakes did he make? How many mistakes did that guy make? He's got that in him. Like, I don't understand how, like, there's no consistency with him. We had 3 games, but I don't even class that as consistency. But let's say for the sake of the argument, he had 3 games consistency, and all of a sudden, did he think he was world class again? So this game he switched off. I just don't understand how that is possible. How can you be so bad and then be average and then just drop drastically? But yeah, anyway, what I was saying was I saw that movement. I was like, oh yeah, okay, we're onto something. We need a reaction after that Liverpool game where we were spineless. Let's do something in front of our fans. And we're just spineless again.
Yeah.
And different starting 11. You think to yourself, okay, now what's going on? There is no... at what point do you point the fingers at the manager? And now I'm starting to. We're in February and we're still 11th with no European football. Okay, people are going to say you had injuries. I understand we had injuries. Everybody gets injuries, but how do you adapt to those injuries? You've got players on there who are international players. Okay, they're young. We're going to hear that argument. Oh, they're young. And I've made this argument. We're transitioning. But what point does it not become transitioning? You know, like last year was, we're transitioning. We got Pochettino. He had a pre-season with him. You're like, okay, fine. Because you can make that argument. We've got Graham Potter halfway through. He doesn't know the players. It's not his team, blah, blah, blah.
Whereas Pochettino actually got a pre-season.
Pochettino got the pre-season, got the full time to work with the team. We looked okay in pre-season. Onguku got injured, and as if all of our hopes fell. And we're like, did we rest everything on this one player?
Yeah,
okay,
apparently
no,
so.
we did. Apparently so. Played against Liverpool that opening day. All right, not too bad. And then Chukwuemeka got injured against Southampton and we got beat. And then everything just went downhill after that. And I was thinking, how have we gone so bad? And the main thing is we look tactic and what's the word I'm looking for? Like we haven't got a clue. That's the word. Let's just go with that simple layman term. We haven't got a clue what we're doing. We're just sideways football. I was telling my dad this. He was like, oh, we got beat. I was like, no, I said, I just watched the highlights today when I was chatting with him. And I said, every time we got the ball, he was sideways and back, because nobody else moves. You can't even blame the person making the pass because there's no movement up front or no movement in midfield. And then who do you point the finger at? You point the finger at the manager. Why is there no movement? What are we doing? What is our aim? At least Thomas Tuchel came in and he was like, we're transitioning phases. I want to see movements in the right, transition to the left, up front, etc. You see Liverpool, you see Arsenal, the ball's on this side. You had a great one-touch ball, I think, when you scored, because the commentator mentioned your match of the day, and he said only one player touched the ball twice. And I was like, that's what they're trying to do. That's why it's one touch to make it faster and move. Why can't we do that? Okay, not to that level, not yet maybe, but why not? You know, like what is this manager doing? He's got more experience. But again, I point fingers at the manager now. I'm kind of beyond thinking it's the players, but I've got a feeling. Do you remember, to give you an analogy, do you remember that teacher at school, or maybe you had it, maybe you didn't have it, but who was trying to be pally-pally with everyone and nobody respected him?
Yeah.
Or her?
Yeah.
There was that one person who was like friendly with everybody, down with the kids,
trying to be too cool for
school, and nobody respected him. Whereas the teacher who was strict, shouted, gave you a bollocking, you were like, oh no, I can't misbehave in his lesson. I respect,
respect and fear.
And then even when he came to like prom, you respected that guy more, or that class, more than the guy who was like giving you all pally and you can do whatever and so on. And you think like, no, but if I don't want to do whatever, I'm a child. You need to tell me what to do. I'm at school. I don't want you to give me this freedom.
It's the direction that I need. Yeah.
I think that's the thing with Poch at the minute. He gets the starting 11. He's like, yeah, go have fun.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like a hippie holistic way of fucking training your players.
Yeah, like that's it, like all hipster stuff. And you're right, hippie holistic way of doing it. I remember against Middlesbrough, he did Cole Palmer did something, and the manager turned around and said to him, and then Cole Palmer turned around with a face of like disgust and anger in his face, and he went, "What are you talking about?" Or "What are you going on about?" Like that. And I thought, like, who does he not respect the manager? He might have been talking to Poch.
That guy's just come in as well.
If that guy does that, he'll be off straight away, because you can't do that to a Fergie. You can't do that to Arteta. Definitely not a Klopp or a flipping Guardiola.
No.
You can't do that to any of these managers. So why would you allow that to happen? Yes, he's our top scorer. You take him off. You teach the rest of them a lesson, my way or the highway, because at the end of the day, you're the one getting sacked. These players will continue playing, and I don't even feel sorry for him now. He needs to grow a backbone and just, you can't keep coming out saying, oh, with this, with that. No, you need to come out and say we're shit. We were shit. He
even said in his post-match conference, like interview, he said that, I can't keep saying that we need more time. So
because patience is not infinite or something. Like, that's bullshit.
That's it,
Like, don't come out and give me like what I want to hear. Like, I can't keep saying we need more time, but that's all you keep doing is coming out saying, "Oh, we need time. We're a young team."
Yeah, that's just another way of saying
who's injured. That starting 11. Who's injured? That apart from Reece James, who else is injured on that starting 11? Okay, Colwill maybe because Colwill would have played. Fofana, another defender, but we haven't had Fofana for 2 years. We paid 80 million for him. He comes in for a game and then ACL goes. His ACL's made of paper, like a wet paper. And you think, like, how is this guy, like, can somebody put some carbon fibre in there? Yeah, literally. Half-ripped paper, man. Oh, do you know what? Half-ripped. Those papers that you used to get in your maths book or something, it's got the holes. So it's, like, only, like, connected at some point.
Yeah.
You know which ones I mean? Like, I don't know the technical name for it, but yeah. And you can't blame this anymore now. Apart from this starting 11 that we had, Reece James is probably the only one missing. Thiago's there, Disasi's there, Buddy Shield is on the bench, Mudryk is playing, Sterling's in, Palmer's in. I'm sorry for listing them all out, but now you start to realise how ridiculous the excuse of injuries is.
Yeah, no,
Jackson comes in, he had a header the other day, again, sorry in the highlights, and everyone was like, how the fuck did he miss that? He was 2 yards out with a header and he put it wide.
Yeah, no, it's everything that we discuss every week, but with added shit on top of it. Really, it's like, here's an extra edition of how bad these guys were.
But now I've kind of had enough though, mate, because it's not just the guys now. Now I feel sorry for the guys because I think the manager's just clueless. I think the guys want to have direction, but this holistic hipster approach, as we just labelled it now, is it's not working for them. You know yourself if you're at school. Oh, here's a textbook, get the information. That only happens at university when you pay $9,000. So here's a question, go find out, go write me 2,000 words. Is there any teaching happening? You teach yourself at the library and wherever you want, but don't forget to do your referencing.
Yeah, self-teaching. Like, what the fuck?
Can I pay $9,000 for this shit? Like, but $3,000 for now with time, but now it's $9,000.
Yeah,
but no, that's the bit that we're at. That's the bit that we're at with. I'm at with him now. I'm thinking, what are you doing? Like, what are you actually working with these players on the training ground? He said he tried to make Ben Chilwell better. Ben Chilwell's got worse. I know he come back from injury, but like, he's only does one cross a game. How are you making Chilwell better? You've got two defensive midfielders. If Ben Chilwell attacks, just get one of them to drop back.
Yeah.
Get Caicedo just to say, drop back, will you, for a bit? Just hang fire. But he doesn't. It's just
maybe that's where the problem is, isn't it? It's he probably only knows one or two formations, and when they don't work, that's it. It's, like you said, that there is no more ideas because.
Then he's got to go, hasn't he?
I agree.
If that's the case, he has to go.
Okay, right. Okay. We've said this before, right? He goes now. Who are you bringing in? Like, even as a caretaker manager, that's gonna disrupt. Is that gonna disrupt more? I don't know. I mean,
massive disruption. It's already there, but you just never know what's going on. I think, to be honest with you, mate, like I heard this, and this is not a bad shout, but I think it'll ruin some of our players. But I think we need an old school in there. We need somebody with some balls. We need somebody with a bit of respect. We need somebody maybe like a Van Gaal, who's the ex-Real Madrid who gave up the Spanish job, Laporte, is it his name? Who was at Wolves a couple of years ago, then got sacked.
Yeah,
no, I know maybe him. I don't know his name exactly, but yeah, maybe him. Mourinho, bring Mourinho back and just put a bit of thing into these players, because these young players need some guidance, because Pochettino's letting them breathe free, and having free young millionaires. They're not going to go to try and get injured. They're not going to play for the badge. They're going to play to get a salary, and then be like, oh no, I don't really want to get injured now because obviously I want to go do this thing. And rightly so, you can't. Nobody wants to get injured, but if you go with a mind of not getting injured, you get injured. When you go in wholeheartedly, 100% commitment, you come out the other end. You may win the ball, you may not, but you come out unscathed. And we need somebody old school, like Gus Hiddink possibly coming back. Somebody to come in and just to be like, do you know what, lads, this is how it's going to be done, because we can't have this. I feel like the players do not respect him. After watching that Cole Palmer one, I genuinely felt like, who the fuck is he talking to? Like, who is he talking to like that? Like, we've got at work. If somebody speaks to you like that, and you're their boss, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
There's a way of approaching me, but that's where I'm currently at with this Chelsea team, and I'll watch it because I'm a fan, and I'll be fully invested and emotionally invested. But it just pisses me off seeing our rivals do so well and we've fallen so far behind. It's not even like we're behind; we are so far behind.
Yeah, it's going to take quite a big rebuilding.
It's going to take
whoever it is. So that's why I don't think
another billion. It's going to take. It's going to take another billion.
Unless you can manage to ship some players on for a lot cheaper price, obviously.
We won't. Nobody wants to leave an 8-year contract at $100,000 a week, because let's say Mudryk and Enzo, especially Mudryk, from what we've seen, where's he getting another $100,000 a week from?
Yeah.
The only teams that
you've just got players sat on your bench though, haven't you? Then that's all they are.
This
like
is the thing,
sat in the squad somewhere.
But exactly, but they're not going to want to move. The player will have the right for them not to move. It's not like the States where NFL, you've been traded, you just like, chop and change when you want because you own the player, like physically own them. Yeah. It's more like, oh yeah, I give you permission to speak to so-and-so. My agent is going to talk to West Ham, for example. Oh, they're only willing to pay me 50. Nah, I'll stay at 100 grand. I'll say 120. Yeah. The manager will leave, somebody else will come in and I'll have another go. And I feel like that is the mentality.
And that's just the way it's been. Literally, that's the way it's been. Like, no change has been made. It's the same players that play. Doesn't matter which manager has been on, apart from Tuchel, obviously, who had some fucking clue on what to actually, how to get the team together. So
what we need, to be honest with you, what I'd love, right, it would be Xavi Alonso. But he'll go to Liverpool before he comes to Chelsea, especially with Klopp leaving. Because what he's done in Germany is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I think they're unbeaten by Leverkusen in all competition.
Still, yeah.
So that just goes to show. And the football they're playing is fantastic. They're ahead of Bayern Munich on the Bundesliga by, I think 2 points or 4 points or even 5. I don't even know how many points they're ahead.
You just need Granit Xhaka, mate. That's all he needs. You just need Granit Xhaka in your midfield.
But you need these, though. Like, Todd Bowley fucked us over because he's no experience. You need a Granit Xhaka in your team. Yes, okay, he might get a red card now and again, but you need him in your team. You need that level of aggression. You need that level of physicality. You can't
leadership.
keep having
it's the leadership on the pitch. That's what it is.
That's what you need. And when you see him going in, and then he'll look at you and be like, what the fuck are you doing? You need to go in for it. Yeah. Don't chicken out of that challenge. 50-50, you go in. Gallagher does that, but Gallagher's still young. He doesn't really talk. You need a Granit Xhaka. You need an Olivier Giroud, And we go back and say, I was talking to this lad today and I said, we had youths then. And he was like, yeah, we did bring some youths in, but who did we have in the spine? I was like, mate, don't even talk to me about who we used to have in the spine, because that was a dream team for us. Knowing where we are now, like with Cech, JT, Lamps, Didier, Ashley, you think to yourself, fucking hell, that is a team. But we are long, long, long away from that. And to be honest with you, ready for this? We are a mid-table team.
Yeah.
If you get Conference League, it's a celebration. To be like, we've got European football. And that's how far behind we've fallen. Now we're just a name. We're no longer the team. We're just a name. Chelsea versus Man City. It's like seeing Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. That's pains me to say.
Yeah.
It's no disrespect to Palace or Brighton or any other team, but it's not like what in recent history Chelsea, man. That's it. Without trying to go remind people, but Todd Bowley has fucked us over. Todd Bowley has fucked. I don't know whether he's got like some hidden agenda, and then we get relegated and be like, ha, fuck you, bitch.
Like, and then he goes takes over Arsenal or something.
Takes over Arsenal, or turns out he's an Arsenal fan. He's got a tattoo of Arsenal inside his thigh or some shit that nobody.
Yeah. In a ass cheek. Yeah, you don't know which one it is.
Ass cheek, love that. Yeah,
that's it.
That's what would do something like that. I'm hoping. I don't know, mate.
Rick, it's I feel like you need therapy when it comes to talking about Chelsea, because it's a massive downfall, mate. And like we've discussed it so many times, and the blame just keeps sort of getting passed around. But when does it stop? That's the question, really. Yeah, where does it stop? Rather than where does it stop? Like, who has responsibility for this team now? Who's stepping in to look after this team? Because Bowley clearly doesn't know how to, and the people that he's bringing in, they just want to be yes men, and the people who try to obviously say something, they get sacked. And that's the problem, because you like you said, that's why I don't think a Mourinho would ever work in this Chelsea squad right now, when you consider management, because he'll want to do things the way that he does. Like, if he wants to tell £100 million player to sit down because he's shit, he needs the right to do that, rather than be like, oh no, well, the owner actually may want him to play all the time because we paid this much money, so get the best out of him. It's like, well, no, this is literally his limit. You cannot go any further with this guy. And Mudryk is rapidly reaching that stage, by the way.
It's not just him; it's Caicedo as well, mate. Like Caicedo, 115. Like, I know he's been 8 months
and that as well. That's a fair point.
In Chelsea team, and he's been awful. Like Mudryk, we talk about Mudryk as well because we had high hopes for him again. Like that 20-second cameo that he did against Liverpool. Oh wow! And then all of a sudden we're like, oh wow. Oh, really?
Yeah.
And same with Caicedo. Everybody, I mean, Chelsea fans were like, oh, we definitely need a Caicedo in that midfield, and Ungoku on top, and Jackson scoring goals. And maybe it is. Maybe it's the management, but you're right. And Mourinho come in, he needs to have full authority to do what he wants, how he wants it. And you've got to give the reins over. You have to give him the driving seat and say, take the club where you want. Mourinho tells a story of when he took over when Abramovich here, and he said, Abramovich said, who do you want? Shevchenko, Lehman listing strikers here, there, and everywhere. Mourinho went, I want Didier Drogba. I don't know if you've heard this story. And then Abramovich is like, who? And he's like, don't ask Mr. Abramovich, just pay. And the rest is history. So that's what you got to have. Fergie did it. Arteta's doing it at Arsenal. Pep, Guardiola, Klopp, they're all being trusted to take the club forward, and the management are dealing with the management side of the business rather than the footballing aspect. Todd Bowley is trying to do everything, or has been doing everything, and this is kind of the result of where you have one guy for it all. Yeah, this is those kind of tradesmen. You need a specialist for the electricity, you need a specialist for carpenting, you need a specialist for bricklaying and so on. You don't have one guy who says on his van, handyman.
Yeah, handyman.
That handyman's not going to build you your extension and have it the way it does. He will, but it's not going to be great. It's
not going to be the best. Yeah, you can't ask for good quality anyway or good products. So
because again, I'll go to you guys, Arsenal. Just look at our neighbours from what was it? From All or Nothing. You back the manager. Like, you don't care how much money the player's on or what kind of brand he is or how he's viewed. You back the manager because that's where his success is going to come from. Because one bad apple, Aubameyang, got taken out, and now you guys, honestly, I'm so jealous, bro. I'm so jealous. You have no idea. And it pisses me off.
Folks. You heard it.
Arsenal playing well. And do you know what else pisses me off? Spurs playing well. Arsenal and Spurs playing well. And like being above us, like so far above us to the point that we can't even see those motherfuckers. We're like, is that a white and a red dot? What's going on over there in the distance? What is that? That's where you guys are at. And then Liverpool, simply because of social groups and stuff, like, when you talk to your friends, they're like, oh yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. Like,
Liverpool have been good for a while though, so it's.
I know, but still, it still annoys you when you're that bad. I don't mind Liverpool being good if we're fourth, because we're like, oh, I can continue with it. We're transitioning thing again. I can make that argument. I can push that argument for a couple of years. We're not transitioning anymore. The only way we transition is flipping backwards. We're 11th in the league. 11th.
Yeah.
And that performance against those guys, it was just awful. We just switched off, like you said. You took it, and this is the last thing I'll say on it. Like you say. I was like you, 1-0, 1-1. I was like, all right, we'll see what happens. And then I saw 3-1, and then I saw 4-1. I was like, am I in another universe? Like, what multiverse am I in here where Wolves have come to Stamford Bridge and won 4-1 on the back of the performance we had at Anfield?
Apparently since 1979, by the way, they hadn't done that. So.
Bro, I saw
Gary O'Neill doing his bits, man. He wasn't
even born the last time Wolves won. He wasn't even born at the time. No, he's been terrific. But again, I'm cautious of hyping these managers up for top Premier League clubs.
No. By the way, I'm not saying you should go to Chelsea. Yeah. No, he's still got a lot of time.
I'm sure you are saying that, but I'm saying no, do not come to Chelsea.
Well, you never know. But no, you're right. Obviously, if they're not going to respect fucking Pochettino, who's at least got some sort of resume behind him, they're not going to respect fucking Gary O'Neill. No. Yeah, especially Todd Bowley's not going to respect someone called Gary. So
we might need an Eric. I might need a Ten Hag in there.
Oh shit! No, you don't. You don't.
No, we definitely don't. We definitely don't. But
you don't need that. But
like you said, who is out there? By the way, let me ask you, who is out there? Like, obviously, without being biased for this and giving me silly answers, if Chelsea sack Pochettino tonight, who is out there to come to Chelsea? Apart from Jose Mourinho, who's jobless because he got sacked by Roma. And obviously, I think
Klopp at the end of the season.
Klopp at the end of the season for a year or two, just fill his pockets. Yeah, this is the thing, though, mate. We're gonna whoever comes to Chelsea, they know we got to struggle, and there's no transfer kitty. We've got to raise 100 million so that we don't get financial fair play. So we've got 4 months to raise 100 million in profit. By the way, in profit. This is not to sell players for 100 million. In profit alone, it's got to be 100 million. So that's academy players. That's nothing else is happening. Lewis Hall will probably go to Newcastle and get a permanent. But then this news coming out, the clubs are going to be like, £25 million player, I'll give you 10, because you're desperate, so you got to take the 10.
Yeah.
of trying to negotiate 15 because nobody's going to come in for the Chelsea players.
For non-Chelsea fans, you know, we look forward to that for sure. We can't wait for that to happen. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait until you turn into a Barcelona and then start changing. Selling the stadium naming rights?
Yeah,
and they're called 3 Stadium or some shit like that, and you're never going to see the 3rd spot ever. To be fair, so we look forward to that. We look forward to that really, and you know, we dream about these scenarios and these moments. But and yet they're so close, so you know it's all nice.
It is really close. It's not bad.
But Rick, obviously, you know, we're trying to, because both of our teams played on Sunday, we're trying to keep this one a bit shorter. We're trying to average out the overall episodes that we put up. It's too much. It's too much. But I did want to add one thing though. I don't know if you saw it, like at the end of the Arsenal match. Did you see Klopp hugging Odegaard? I like that kind of shit.
It's Klopp's character, isn't it? He hugs.
I like that shit. Even when Martinelli was subbed off, he went and gave him a high five and shit. And I like that. And that's why he's respected as a manager, because he likes the players. You know, he likes players. He's like, he appreciates. You're a talent. He
appreciates football. Yeah, that's it. Literally, he loves football. You can tell, can't you? Like, he likes quality players, or he will respect and give you the respect and also the praise that you deserve after a quality performance. I remember when Eddie Howe was at Bournemouth and Bournemouth scored against Liverpool. I think it was like 4-1, and Bournemouth just got that goal back. And he turned to the management team and he went, "Wow." Just wow. And you got to see that, man. Like, come on, be serious. Like, and this is why I love Klopp. For me, like, Klopp is quality. Guardiola first, of course, because of what he's achieved. But yeah, definitely. But one thing I wanted to ask you, what did you think about the celebration? Obviously, I put my 2 pence in on the group chat, but I was thinking, like, bro, that was over the top.
I'm gonna have to put sirens. I'm gonna have to put sirens on here because the celebration police are obviously out in full effect.
No, definitely not. I was just thinking to myself, like, it was just so necessary, like, because listen, the victory was fantastic. Yeah, it was amazing victory. But, like, you know, be a bit more humble. Let us celebrate. Yeah, but then what are you going to do if you win the league? What's your next celebration? Like, because that is a winning the league celebration or winning a trophy. Odegaard, I saw him pick up a camera and start taking picture of the guy who takes the pictures. I was thinking, like,
yes,
what the fuck's this fucking doing? Like, what's he doing? Like, that is over the top kind of shit. Like, listen, you won 3 points. At the end of the day, it's 3 points. Yes, it's against the current rivals. Yes, it's against the top of the league. Yes, you are currently in the title race. Sounds amazing, right? But there isn't a trophy for anything.
That's all right. That's all right. I know.
Look, rather have the celebration.
I'd rather have the celebration than keep constantly losing 4-0 and 4-2s and shit like that. So I'm just saying.
I want to call you a Liverpool fan.
No. Let's just put it into context, though, right? Let's just put it into context. This is coming from a Chelsea fan who has lost the last 2 matches and emphatically lost the last 2 matches, and sat in a position where, again, a victory to you now, even you wouldn't celebrate a victory from Chelsea because you're like, all right, okay, next match, let's see what you can fucking do. Because, do you see what I mean? So I just feel like you have to put it into context, and the fact that
over celebrating for me was like
the fact that we went from losing streak just before Christmas or during the New Year's period, and again it just looked bleak. To be fair, it's like shit. We're gonna miss out again because of whatever reason, you know, the player management or whatever it is. And then to come back and, you know, actually beat Liverpool in a season where we've drawn against them and then beat them, and we've already beat Man City once this season. Look, you have to celebrate.
No, but you didn't celebrate like that against City. I don't understand why you celebrate like that against.
Because Liverpool are a direct, like you said, direct rival right now. Like, do you know what I mean? City have got 2 games in hand, and let's just face it, they probably are going to win both those matches. But, you know, right now, I'd rather have the points than 2 games in hand because anything can fucking happen. So I
agree with you on that.
So my point being is, like, you know, that is worth celebrating because I feel it's more a celebration of the progress that the team's made rather than just beating Liverpool in that match. It's just to show that, look, you know, I said to the board, I've said to the fans that I'm going to lead this team to something special, and look, these are little steps that, yeah, of course I'd fucking celebrate that shit. Absolutely, I would.
Bro, nobody said don't celebrate. I think you misunderstood me, but I think the level of celebration was too far. I think it was beyond. I think it was very much when Klopp took over Liverpool at the first time and they got knocked out in the semi-final of the Europa Cup, where everybody started holding hands and they go to the Klopp end and they raise their arms up like sort of way. And I was thinking to myself, like, what the fuck's it? Maybe I was wrong for Klopp then, because obviously years to come he won something. But even like to the level of the celebration that you guys did, and Arteta can do that because he's fine, because obviously you beat Liverpool and you're back in the racing. But the rest of the team, I just felt to myself, for me, I was like, that's over the top, lads. Like, you really haven't won anything yet. You've won 3 points. It's the same 3 points that you could win against Brighton, Chelsea.
It's not those, because again, those teams are not top of the table right now.
No, they're not top of the table, but still, it's 3 points, bro. Like, if you don't win anything this year, like, let's say you don't win anything this year, like, you don't win the league this year, okay? You're not favourites to win it. You could win it. You've got a very high chance of winning it, but you're not favourites. But let's say you don't win anything this year, then what's it going to be? Like, let's hold on to that time.
Yeah, no, but that's like predicting the future, though, isn't it? That's like predicting the future.
No, it's true, but like, still, that's level of celebration. Get your head in the game. Enjoy the celebration. It's like, for me, it's like as if, like, you know, you go on a night out after you've got a victory of something. You go on a night out to celebrate with your boys, and you get absolutely plastered because you think tomorrow it's fine. Tomorrow's problem's tomorrow, but then that kind of spills over. And same thing with this celebration. I felt you over-celebrated. The cockiness might have got into it. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe the players are different. Maybe Arteta's got the psychological hold on these players. Enjoy the moment. As soon as he gets in the change room, he's like, nah, celebration is finished. We focus on the next game, which is West Ham or whoever you've got.
That's what I mean.
I don't know. I don't think so. But just there is just like, because you did the same last year. I don't know who you beat last year. And you got, I think it was your draw with, or your 3-2 against Bournemouth.
Yeah, when we came back. When we came back, when Nelson scored.
And I understand that, but it's like, it's fine. At the moment of like 45 seconds to 5 minutes.
Spoken like a fan whose team hasn't won in a while. So I think you forgot what celebration is. It's fine.
Like, our first season is the same as your trophyless. Is the same as your season. Trophyless.
No, it's fine though. It's all right. No, it's cool. It's cool. Like I said, for me,
go on.
For me, I feel like it was warranted as a celebration, because just when you put everything into context, and whether that's just me being an Arsenal fan and I'll read a bit deeper into it, that's fair enough. That's you know, I wouldn't expect an opposing fan to have that same opinion, because for whatever reason. So yeah, I feel like it's a warranted celebration because of what we've achieved so far. Yeah, like you're saying, obviously no trophies. That's fine. I get that. Standard. That is the ultimate achievement. But in terms of where we were to where we are now, again, these things take a bit of time to build up. Like when Klopp took over, it took him 5 years to win the first trophy. So it wasn't an immediate. Was it 3 years? I don't think it was it? When did he come? Yeah. It was 2015.
Did he come 2015?
2015, yeah. And 2019.
No, this is his 16, 2019. He came in 16, I think, didn't he? Because this year's 24.
Fucking Guardiola came 16.
Oh, Guardiola was 16, Klopp 15. Or was it?
Klopp 15. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So again.
So how long has Arteta had?
I think this is his 5th year coming up. But he did win the FA Cup.
Oh, here's the question then. So, okay, so small steps, you're celebrating the victories on the right path. Okay, so you're going for that approach, and that's fine. Okay, you're fine and you celebrate. And you've had, like we've talked many times, where what my team has experienced, not to this level, but your team experienced as well. You know, the heartaches and the bit of falling from the top or falling from the heights of the invincible and so on. Okay, an FA Cup here and there. How long do you give Arteta if you don't win the league? When are you expecting Arsenal to win the league? You're making good investments. There's rumours you're going to try and get Osimhen. Is it Osimhen? Help me again out on the pronunciation of the Napoli.
Osimhen.
Yes, you're trying to get Osimhen to compete with Chelsea for 111, 120. It said. Again, rumours. Arsenal will compete with Chelsea to buy Victor Osimhen. You might not. He'll probably pick you over Chelsea because, again, it looks
depends what he wants, really. Yeah, depends what he wants.
Yeah, but you'd like to think he wants football and win trophies. You'd like to think that. And currently, which team is better at winning trophies and plays better football? Unfortunately, it's the red side of London, or like North London Reds, rather than the fucking West London Blues. And you'd think he'd pick you. So then the question becomes: you're investing well, 100 million on Declan. You're investing really well. How long do you give Arteta? If you don't win the league, come in second and third, how long do you give him?
I think To be honest with you, I feel like maybe this year should have been, or should be the year to win.
This year
something.
should be the year.
It should, again, when I say should have been, because when obviously the way that last year ended, just maybe a player or two short for it to be this year, and I can't use that as an excuse because there's been 2-3 Januaries where I've said, shit, we need the players to win the league, and no one was listening to me, and now it's like, oh yeah, we should have invested in January. It's like,
so wait a minute, 2-3 Januaries, that's 3 years.
So I'm saying to you, like, that exactly my point. Like, it should have, at this point now, we should be either have already won the league from last year and, sort of defending for another title race this year. That's where I feel like we should be right now. That's where we should be right now.
You're not there. So, like,
the
question is, how long do you give the lad?
For me, I'd say probably maybe one more season. After this season, if he comes second or third this season, give him one more season with maybe the other two players that he's missing. And if he still can't get anywhere close, I think that's, unfortunately, that has to be.
So this leads into another question for the listeners, and I'm sure they're thinking the same. Who are the two players that are missing? Or the one or two players that are missing. So obviously we said striker, but
rather than I was going to say striker is definitely one of them. Striker/forward, and
forward in what sense? Like a winger forward?
Like a winger forward, yeah, like a winger forward.
Okay. Like a Saka left wing, right wing.
Yeah, right wing maybe for Saka to for Saka to take breaks, because again he's going to be a crucial part of the team, and if he's injured then shit, you can't do fuck all.
So a striker, an attacking minded player, so like a right forward, left forward, or centre forward, because you play with three up top, and then where's the second player?
Second player, I'd say probably
second position. Sorry, that you wanted to strengthen.
Probably it would be. Next to Declan Rice or Partey's role, I would imagine, like that sort of more more of a box to box sort of midfielder, rather than use Jorginho, someone a bit younger and someone who's a bit, a bit more.
But I thought Declan was running forward. Has Declan not been box to box? The games that I've seen here,
they switch when Jorginho plays. Jorginho's a bit more further forward than Declan Rice. And when he doesn't play, it's Declan Rice that's usually a bit more forward. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So I think, someone another strong midfielder in that sort of vein, in that area of the pitch, I think that's probably would do it. Obviously, if we can get a third player in there, it would be a left back. So, but I only say that because I haven't seen Jurrien Timber actually play properly, so I don't know whether he's going to be good or not. And I can't be like, oh well, yeah, just forget about that position, because what if he comes back and shit? It takes him, I don't know, as long as fucking Chilwell and Reece James to get better. I can't be dealing with that shit. So that's forget Jurrien Timber, because he'll probably come back and hopefully he'll be good. But if he wasn't there, probably a left back would.
So then that's what you're saying. So you get these two players next year or this summer, because you've not won it this year. You've come close, a really good performance again, an improvement from last year. You probably have lost it.
Well, improvement from last year would be winning the league.
No, but let's say the other improvement would be getting closer without winning. How many points were you behind last year? I think you finished 8 points behind.
8 points, yeah. 5 points. 5 points.
5 points. So let's say you get within a point of the team winning in Liverpool or City. You get those two players. So what you're saying is, without those reinforcements in the summer, you give him another year. And if he doesn't win you
that season that he gets
League or Champions League, by the way. Let's go League or Champions League.
Yeah, of course.
In the Champions League, he buys more time because he's just won the Champions League.
Of course, yeah. If he wins Champions League,
trophyless. Sure. But if you win another FA Cup, are you content with that? 24-25 next year, so another FA Cup. You've won it a gazillion times now since the competition began. Are you, as a fan, are you content with that, finishing second and third? Shit, I'll take second and third in FA Cup anytime, but that's me. But yeah, are you content with that? Another second and third, for example. Let's say second and third again, 24-25 season, second or third with an FA Cup.
Well, without saying depending on certain factors, then I wouldn't be content with that. No, not at all. Yeah. Without going into, oh well, it's a trophy, and you could probably get a little bit more. You get probably another player that could do it, or depends on what the performances were like. That's without getting into that, then no, I would definitely not be content. I think.
And then
a league or a Champions League is overdue right now. So
yeah. Well, Champions League definitely for you guys.
I mean,
I don't think you've ever won it, have you?
Yeah, I was going to say, so overdue is probably not the right word
Not the
because
right word,
we haven't won it. So,
But definitely the league. No, the league is overdue for Arsenal, to be fair. You definitely need to win the league. And you are playing amazing football. Again, I'm jealous. I said it earlier on the pod. But okay, that's interesting to know. So in your mind, he gets another. I wonder how many more Arsenal fans feel like this. And if you do feel like this, hit us up on Facebook, listeners, and let us know, are you same as Larry? 1 more year, 24-25, with 2 or 3 reinforcements, no league or Champions League, Arteta walks. Yeah. Not walks, but he's shown the door.
Yeah.
And then he probably takes over the Barcelona job and then wins the league and Champions League.
Yeah, he wins the treble over there. Yeah. Typical, everyone leaving Arsenal. That's what they fucking do. Van Persie, the prick.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Arteta left and he goes and wins the Champions League and then La Liga or some shit?
With a shit Barcelona team.
With a shit Barcelona team. I'd swap teams. If I was you, I'd swap teams. I'd be like, fuck this shit.
Nah, I just stop the Premier League altogether. Fuck it. I'll just watch Serie A or something.
What's his name? Did he win anything? Unai Emery after leaving Arsenal. Did he win anything? Did he win League One? Because I think League sorry.
Yeah, no, but I mean, come on, fucking hell.
No, but did he win something though? Did he win the league somewhere? And then did he win Europe?
Did he win Liga?
No.
I don't think he won Liga, did he?
I don't know if he won it or not. I don't know.
I don't think he did. But after Arsenal, didn't he go back to Spain?
I think he went back to Seville, and I think
he
Europa
won.
League.
Yeah, I think he won Europa League. Yeah, I think he did for another record-breaking time. It's like
Seville won. Oh, Seville or Villarreal. I think he won it with Villarreal. Yeah.
There you go. It's amazing how we never won with an Arsenal team. Yeah, it is. Fuck it. It is what it is, man.
But I think that's all you need, though. You need to break that curse. Once you break that curse, I think trophies are coming your way. But again, it's going to take money in this day and age. The investments, people like Todd inflated the prices ridiculously. So yeah, you need to pay because City will pay. If the striker's quality, City are going in. And if City are going in, you really, really need to pull something out the bag. And I think the only thing you can do is financially throw more money at the player and be like, come to us because we'll give you an extra 50, 100 grand more plus more percentage on signing bonus and goals or whatever the hell is going on. So you need some sort of incentive. Okay, mate. Okay, that's interesting to hear that. Yeah, I'm literally, I thought, but then again, where I am, I'd take second or third for the next Spurgeon syndrome of the next 10 years. I'd be like third or second, bro. I will never forget these years as a Chelsea fan.
I wouldn't imagine so.
I will never forget these. If and when the glory days come, I will never forget these years. Yeah, we are humbled. Humbled.
Yeah. Sit down.
Yeah, sit down. Which I am sat down. That reminds me goes, "Cat, stand up." Bitch, I am stood up.
Again, Kevin Hart, innit? Bitch, I got these.
Yeah, but I feel like Kevin Hart there, without trying to join into that controversy between the two of them and all that conspiracy shit. Cat Williams kind of made that joke first. Obviously, Kevin changed the things when he went. Cat was in school standing up to spell. He goes, teacher went, "Cat, stand up." Like, bitch, I am stood up.
Cat Williams in Pimpin', I think, Pimpin' Chronicles, whichever one with the green shirt. That's one of the ultimate. Yeah, that's the ultimate, or one of the ultimate fucking stand-up comedies of all time. So,
quickly on this, did you know he kind of has his own? He owns the shows. He kind of, when he gets there, he self-funds, so he owns 100% of the intake.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised all that shit that he's been talking. So
yeah, exactly. Well, again, I'm just going off what he said, but other people have come out and said, actually, no, he does, and he pays really well to other comedians. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Back to Liverpool. Back to you guys. Yeah, no, that's good. I also wanted to talk a little bit about Man United coming good, or like getting some performances, and like it's a bit of a piss take, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a fun thing to watch, really. I don't like it because it's a guy called Eric. It's my boy Eric. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So I think with United, though, I think maybe next season, if they have a strong end to this season and maybe get into Europe, one of the European competitions, I think Ten Hag, they're going to invest quite heavily for him. To be fair, because they'll see that it's like, oh shit, it's only certain players that are needed that we can actually challenge, and it could become like a four-way horse title race. You know what I mean? That could be even more interesting.
Yeah, that'll be the best thing when like all these top teams really like.
Yeah, when it's an actual top 6 title race, that would be amazing. I would enjoy that really much. And
up each time, yeah, of course.
Well, no, the thing is, I think obviously, if it ever gets to that, then it just becomes more competitive, and whoever wins will be a deserving winner. Rather than it's only Man City against Liverpool in the last 5-6 seasons. Yeah. This time it'll be shit, wait, it's actually 7 teams. Any one of them could win this league, and whoever does will just be like, yeah, okay, we won this on merit. Do you know what I mean? Like, we beat 6 other teams to be here right now. So with Man United, and look, it was always going to be a matter of time before something happened with them, something good. Bad cycles don't last forever. They'll last for a long time, but they won't last forever.
As soon as you said they don't last forever, as soon as you said they won't last forever, you thought of Chelsea, didn't you? And you went, actually, they do last for a very long time.
But no, I was thinking more like, ourselves as Arsenal and Liverpool, and Liverpool for like, who went 30 years without winning the league. So it's a long period of time, and hopefully it doesn't go any longer than 20 years for Arsenal now. So in terms of the league, hopefully this could be the perfect 20-year anniversary.
And long may it continue for Man United, eh?
Well, not the upturn, the downturn, obviously.
Yeah, the downturn. Yeah, long may it continue the sort of downturn of not winning and the cycle turning around.
Please, no. For them, it's infinite. They have a special category.
Why are they so hated, by the way? Do you think why they actually Man United fans and Man United as a club are like hated? I understand their global brand and their reach is incredible because of those glory years.
Because they refuse to be humbled. They refuse to be humbled, even though they have been on many occasions, and Liverpool proved that well last season, when they just slapped them. What was it, 7-1? 7-0?
7-0, I think it was.
7-0. Wow. After that, I would have shut up if I was a Man United fan, but they didn't. They just kept on going.
I would have took my top off and started wearing light blue and going like, I don't know what you're talking about, me. I'm a City fan the whole time.
Yeah. I lived in the city centre all the time, man. What are you talking about? So, yeah, I think it's, hopefully nothing good comes of it for Man United. Yeah, but, look, this is the beauty of the league. A bit of investment, new owners come in, makes it a bit more interesting. Not as if like Newcastle have put any battle in this season at all to be considered in that top 7 or whatever it is, because they've been average at best.
I think he'll get the sack if they don't win. If they don't make Champions League, I think they'll get the sack. He'll get the sack because they've had a taste now. The owners have had a taste for Champions League. They know the amount of money it brings in, especially with financial fair play. All you can do now is big deals, and the only way you're going to do that is by doing. Speaking of big deals, I don't know if you heard this rumor. Apparently, Air Jordan is the brand Jordan is looking to sponsor either Chelsea or Tottenham. But it's not decided between the two because he wants to see which one of them has got a bigger reach and which one of them is going to play in Europe next year. Fuck. Shit. We'll have the bigger reach than Tottenham because of our recent past in terms of winning trophies and stuff. So our global reach will be bigger.
Just winning trophies in general, yeah.
But that's it.
So I think Jordan will probably look at that and be like, wait, these guys haven't won anything. Shit, I'm a 6-time NBA champion. What the fuck am I going to do with these idiots? So, you never know. You never know.
What am I going to do with these? No, so hopefully it does, because we need a bit more money for this financial fair play. But yeah, it was interesting to see that. And also I found it interesting is when they said Spurs is the richest club in London, or like financially better off than all the other clubs in London. So like, because of their new stadium, I think that's what they're pointing it down to, like the amount of tickets are selling and the amount they're bringing in. Yeah, it's incredible stuff. So now, fuck.
Commercial, isn't it? Commercially better off rather than richer. Commercially.
Yeah, commercially better off. So each year, I think they generated close to 800 million last year or something.
NFL and F1 had definitely partnered with them. And then obviously they didn't they have the Taylor Swift concert or something, or a Rihanna concert or something?
I think they have many concerts there. That's the thing. So they've opened it to like sort of an arena, similar to what Mike Ashley was trying to do with Jim. Yeah, well, that's it. And
I do the same thing. I do exactly the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. But we can't. It can't happen at Stamford Bridge because the stadium is old. 40,000. It's not enough. You need 60 plus really. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. No, okay, my mate. Well, I don't really have much to say on anything else.
Same. I think I think it's all been covered really, and obviously we'll be back at the end of the week. We'll discuss some predictions and whatnot.
Predictions very quickly. Villa versus Chelsea. What's your prediction? So because we play on Wednesday. FA Cup
you play
replay.
Wednesday. Oh right, okay.
Yeah, so bearing in mind Villa got beat by Newcastle for the first time since February 2023 at home. Not just by Newcastle, but by any team. But we play this Wednesday. So let's quick predictions. Coventry versus Sheffield United.
Oh, do you know what? I can even see Coventry winning that.
Sweet, me too. I don't really think of a score, but let's go with just that for now. Plymouth Argyle versus Leeds United.
Leeds need to win that for sure. Yeah.
Southampton Watford.
Ooh, Southampton.
Okay. Nottingham Forest Bristol City.
Now, Notts Forest, obviously they're a Premier League team, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll go with them.
Yeah, I'm going to go with them. If they get BT, and Nuno needs to really take a look himself in the mirror. Give the fans something to cheer about, like another FA Cup and then so on. And then obviously the big one, this is where I do want a score prediction, not a win or lose. Villa versus Chelsea.
It's a Villa Park.
Villa Park.
And Chelsea have just come back from an absolute slapping.
2 games, 8 goals.
Oh, good God. And Villa, obviously, they're not going to be happy that they lost to Newcastle.
They lost to Newcastle, but then they won. And they did what I was expecting Chelsea to do and react. And they won 5-0 against Sheffield United.
Yeah. I think Villa are going to win, mate. I'm afraid. I think it's going to be like a 2-1 or a 3-1 or something.
Yeah, I think the same. To be fair, mate. I think we're going to get beat, but I'm still going to predict Chelsea winning 2-1 because it's my team, and it's in my heart. But logically speaking, an educated guess is probably I can't see us making the next round. To be honest with you, the past 2 performances, I really can't see us making the next round.
But I still think that you'll win the Carabao Cup, though, which is weird.
Yeah, but it's a fucking Carabao Cup, mate. It's like you said the other day. It's like no, it's not even the cup for me. It's like yourself. It's like I want to win, but I want a performance, a convincing performance. You said, against how sweet did that win against Liverpool feel to the point where you took your phone and started taking pictures of everybody around your house and did a Martin. Why don't you take your phone round and go to Martin's house and go, Martin, get a picture of me?
Yeah, outside your house.
I'm taking the bit. But what I was trying to say is same as you felt. That's the kind of that euphoric feeling that I want. Yes, the victory is sweet, but you want a convincing performance. You will not just be entertained, but you want to believe to beat your team. Think wow, that was really, really good. It's
longevity. That's what I want. I want consistency.
And that's why I can't see that. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's depressing. Depressing as fuck.
Well, I'm sure we'll talk about the Chelsea loss at the end of the week. When it's happened. So.
Oh, no, should I save it? No, the listeners are going to want to know. Lewis Hamilton to Ferrari. What are your thoughts?
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Ferrari man.
I'm so glad you reminded me.
Yeah, I've reminded you this because obviously the listeners want to know about this. We've got some questions we need to answer. There's some listeners who want to know our joint Arsenal team, our England team, to which we promised them we'll do that. And we're like, we'll do that.
It's a secret. It's locked up in a safe right now. It's an ISA. It's in an ISA right now. We can't.
That's literally where it's at. It's in an ISA.
Yeah, it's in an ISA right now. We're still mulling it over. Hey, look, Hamilton to Ferrari. Fuck, I never ever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation maybe last season. On the podcast, I'm sure we had a conversation about this where we probably just joked around the fact that Hamilton going to Ferrari and trying to beat Michael Schumacher's record in a Ferrari, which would be epic. It massive surprise. And even though it had been sort of rumored for quite a bit, you know what I mean? But it was more like silly rumors rather than anything concrete. And then when the news broke, it was just, I still couldn't believe it. Until later on, F1 actually, put out the statement to say that he's signed a contract. But personally, if Lewis Hamilton's gone there on a big contract, then obviously he wants some guarantees to be like, look, I'm leaving Mercedes, who have potential to come back stronger in 2025. But I'm thinking Lewis is probably thinking of 2026. when the new rule changes come into play. So maybe he's like, well, shit, I did it with Mercedes once. Let me go and try and do it with Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Yeah.
And how sweet would that be, is to break the record in a Ferrari by the guy who was effectively the face of Ferrari? You think of Ferrari, you think of Schumacher. Okay, past couple of years he's been off because of his injury and so on, and he's not been in the media and this kind of stuff. But he's been.
He still is, You think Ferrari is synonymous with it?
Michael,
of course.
That's the only way to go for it. And part of me felt Lewis Hamilton just wanted to kind of get to those limited edition Ferraris and his car collection before he retires from the sport. He thought, like, what can I do? Right, let me join Ferrari.
Yeah, I'll get those limited editions.
Let me have a chat with them. Oh, here's a new Ferrari FXXK Street Legal.
Not even that. He wants that F2004. He wants
whatever it is.
F2004. That's what he wants.
Like that. But you know what I mean? I'll just make the name up because I'm sure they'll have something that's so limited edition that's only like the Sultan of Brunei and Saudi Arabia, and
especially made for them and stuff like that.
And Lewis, and he'll be like, "Here I am." But now that honestly, I'm excited. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited
for this year, but even for the following year, to see Lewis in red is going to be so interesting. But he needs a good car because you can't do that to Lewis Hamilton. Doing that to Lewis Hamilton is what Chelsea are doing to Thiago Silva. He's had a great career, and we're just making him look shite. You can't do that to Lewis, because if Lewis is finishing 4th or 5th and getting overtaken by George Russell, getting in a Mercedes, McLaren's overtaken, flipping Alpine coming over and possibly overtaking him, you just can't do that to Lewis Hamilton.
No, I think you'd probably have that option in his contract where it's like 1+1.
Yeah, I forgot about the rule change in 26. So you made a very good point that he's probably thinking, I'll go 25 and then 26 I'm there already.
Because you can help develop the 2026 car. So it makes sense when you think of it that way. But obviously, no one would ever thought that he was going to move. So I'm super fucking excited, and I cannot wait for next season. Fuck this season. Whatever happens, I don't give a shit. But next season,
I'm excited for this season, to be fair. See what Mercedes are doing, because I'm sure Toto's not really going to settle for that, and Christian Horner just wants to keep going further and further.
And Ferrari aren't too far back. Like, they're never too far back. So it could always be like one decent change to the car or strategy. That's it. Ferrari could be in with a shout of winning it. So you never know. It's gonna be fun. It really is. And I think the release of their cars, of the 2024 cars, is like sometime in February, sometime mid-February. They're gonna have the car launches, and next month in March, new season starts. And
when is the first race? In Bahrain, isn't it?
No, I think
because it's not Australia anymore.
No, it's Bahrain this season. I think from next season it'll be back to Australia.
Right,
I think that's the way it's working. But I could be wrong. But I think that's what it is, because I'm pretty sure I heard it with my own ears. And
if you heard it with your ears, then it must be happening.
And we've got Drive to Survive as well at the end of February. Yes, that's going to be exciting to watch.
Drive to Survive. Did you watch the NASCAR one, or have you not been interested?
I'm watching it right now. You're watching it right now.
Yeah,
but not as we speak. But
no, of course not. That's a very rude conversationalist if you're watching something else. But no, all right, my man. Well, listen, great seeing you. Lovely speaking to you. And if you don't have anything else to say, I was going to send us out.
Send us out, mate. Send us out. I'm all talked up.
Are you all talked up? Yeah, love that. Right, everybody. Well, thank you very much for listening. We'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe. Stay alert.